know me will jump on here. But today is a galactic new year. If you didn't know, July 26th is when Sirius rises to its highest point. This is a galactic new year. All right. So this is what all indigenous cultures acknowledge as the new year. And that's because of the position of Sirius, which is our spiritual sun. So I'm going to play some more music. Blue shades, hot girl, drop top, her world. She's in a groove. I'm gonna pull some cards so today. Her code is the only thing she lives by. Y'all so quiet. Don't need your permission for my own religion. My temple's built on peace, a sacred silent mission. No martyr, no fool, breaking every mold it gave. My love's the holy water that I used to save myself. Yeah. I trace my roots back to the source. Lilith's fire, ocean, sweet water, moist. The grind, I rewired it, baby. I retired in my energies, it's kingdom, and I am required in it. They talk that ball till you fall, that hustle shit. My scriptures written in the oils on my skin, so intimate. I schedule revolutions between my wrist and my back. Aphrodite in the mirror, smirking back at the path. I lay my altars in my hips, a truth they can't debate. Isis wings in my posture when I walk through the gate. There rules of paper thin, I let the divine wind blow. My world within, and darling, I'm just letting you know I'm shades of hot girl, drop top, her world. She's in a groove, slow fly. Her code is the only thing she lives by. They fear a woman who's too full, who doesn't leap but flows, who knows her name is sanctuary wherever she goes. This ain't rebellion, it's return to the throne that burns inside my breast. I am my own eternal guest, so I... Trickery came up, y'all. Oh shit. Woo! Kalima, Kalima, Kalima came up. Walk through the fire to gain my wings. Walk through the dark to embrace bigger things. Let a shit go just to find my glow. I am flow. I don't think I let up. Brother, no, I deserve his best. Anything less is a hard no. My presence bringing presents, blessings that make sense. What I'm be my soul. Woo! Segment. Healing essence. Crochet. Hot girl. Drop top. Her world. She's in a groove. So fly. Her code is the only thing she lives by. Crochet. Hot girl. Drop top. Her world. She's in a groove. So fly. Her code is the only thing she lives by. My code. I haven't released these songs yet, but I'm working on it. This will be my next project I release. So that song right there is called Hot Girl, and it's not the type of hot girl people probably thinking. It's not out yet, but I will be releasing my second album really soon. So if you don't know, I'm a songwriter, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, I'm an artist, I'm a weirdo.
into all of the Aquarian things. If that's not your type of vibe, then this might not be your type of life. So I'm just playing some music and we go vibe. And I'm going to pull some cards. Later on tonight, I'm doing a past life regression with one of my sisters from my coven. We're going to do that live and allow you all to watch that process and see what that's like. So just stick around. I wanted to jump on and kind of do a pre-show to set the energy for tonight. We'll be live tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, Fly Girl. And so, yeah, so for those of you who know me, you already know, like, you never know what the fuck to expect, right? It's never a boring moment. It's just a good vibe, a good feeling. So many other places that y'all could be right now. I appreciate y'all for being here with me right now. That's special to me. But I feel like I want to play some more music and set the vibe because there's a lot of fuckery going on in the world. And I think that the people that I'm attracting are the souls that don't want to be a part of the fuckery. We don't want to be a part of the fuckery. We are focused on being a better version of ourselves. And so if that's you, you have found your people. All right? You found your people. Had to let my masculine speak as well. Taking my time, I'm taking my time, I'm healing my life, I'm healing my mind. Yeah, I am aligned, I am aligned, all I've been through taught me the truth. I am a better version of me when I'm focused on me and I focused on you. Oh, I got the game on lock, I don't need no rehearsal. Get what I deserve, that's a polar reversal. Created by my muse, so my music universal. Glitch in the matrix, so I call it universal. Turn my pain into purpose, cause I'm learning what it hurt for. I ain't a whole time machine with my mind like a Merkle. My energy is pure, I only move in sacred circles. Women really built to lead, though I know it's controversial. I'm taking my time, taking my time, I'm living my life, I'm healing my mind. I am alive, I am alive, all I've been through taught me the truth. I'm a better version of me when I'm focused on me and I focus on you. Oh, taking my time, taking my time, I'm living my life, I'm healing my mind. I am alive, I am alive, all I've been through taught me the truth. I'm a better version of me when I focus on me and I focus on you. No, hit and rewind. I know I'm fine, I'm in my prime, covered in slime. I'm drawing a line, this is my time, I am divine. I am inclined to be refined, she's all that. Yeah, with no dick, that's a fact. Telling niggas it's a rap. Divine feminine is back. About to get this bitch on track. Dropping burdens off my back. I'm abundant. There is nothing that I ever really lack. Yeah. That's called Best Version of Me. The 90s was like, to me, the 90s created some of the best music. So you're going to hear a lot of 90s vibes in my music. And that is intentional. I don't know if I got anybody else here. I know I'm probably telling my age right now. Yes, I'm knocking 50, knock, knock. But the 90s was fucking epic when it came to music. And I wanted to bring that energy back. It's really nostalgic. It's really healing. And music heals the soul. Music speaks to everybody. It don't matter what language you speak, where you come from, what color you are. It transcends all of that. It transcends the fuckery. And we have not been using music correctly, right? When you use music correctly, it's just a whole different vibe. This next song is called Magically Delicious. This was not my intention when I got on here, but this is exactly what Spirit is telling me to do. So yeah, just sit back and check this out. These songs are activations. I have embedded codes in these songs. I have affirmations in these songs as well. So yes. Magically delicious. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. Ain't worried about no extra.
Wishes late night texts. Chicks get obsessive, but your love so impressive. I trust like reflexes, my heart in your hand. I'm thankful you ain't reckless. I brag cause you the man. Wear your name like a necklace. You in the mirror, so I exist as your reflection. Never talk smack, ain't gon' be no disrespecting. No need to clap back, I applaud our connection. Loving your affection and correction, no rejection. You speak the truth and love, you cover me, that's my protection. More than I prayed for, wonder what I stayed for. It was you I was made for, sweet brown sugar, baby, more. Got me feeling like Sade, love so damn great. Soldier for this love, sweeter than a latte. Magic and delicious, switching positions. Got that juicy fruit, don't get it twisted. Serpentine on my spine, no she delicious. Drip, drip, drop, it feel you when you lick it. Penetration into my soul every time I ride. Can call me Miss Jackson if you got the nasty vibe. That clip and slide, wet, wet, never dry. Baptized between these thighs, rebirth into the sunrise. I be like, okay, Masabi, eat your love like an entree. No river dirt, she teach me like a sensei. The earth move on my king, pray for dinner, you get gourmet. Every day a good day, not to sound cliche. Our love is forever, keeping you on display. Conquer the world together, won't quit in old age. Know when we go gray, you won't stray if I gain weight. My figure like a figure, hate infinity. I am your soulmate, Monday through Saturday. The never-ending story, magic and delicious, switching positions. Got that juicy fruit, don't get it twisted. Serpentine on my spine, no she delicious. Drip, drip, drop, sip it like it when you lick it. Penetration in my soul every time I ride. You can call me Miss Jackson if you got the next. I got that slip and slide, wet, wet, and I provide. Baptized between these thighs, rebirth until the sunrise. Magically delicious, don't get it twisted. Magically delicious, don't get it twisted. Magically delicious.
Hey. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. So that's magically delicious. So, you know, I have a strange process of all of my creation. But the music, like y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know like what's happening right now. Y'all maybe some of y'all do, but something really special is happening right now. I've been sitting on my gift of creating music for a really long time. I've been muses for other people, usually muses for other men, especially. And you know, I was just like, it's time for me to use my gift for myself. Why am I being a muse to others? You know? So yeah, it's beautiful. So I'm gonna play another song. This song is called Solid Love. I don't know if anybody has ever experienced that right now, because I heard from the girlies in the streets is that it is really difficult to find real love right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't know what I do when I talk about it, but I don't know what's happening personally for y'all, but love is like that thing that everybody actually wants deep in here, but not everybody knows how to create and sustain love. So most of my music is either talking about love, self-love, making love, being love, giving love, all of that. I have a lot of Venus in my natal chart. But after I play a couple more songs, I'm going to get into these cards. I'm going to channel the information in these cards, and I can guarantee you that you are going to continue to experience something you haven't experienced before. When you catch me live, it is a fucking experience. The frequency is high. When you leave, shit is going to be happening, and you're going to be like, what the fuck? Why am I seeing these synchronicities all of a sudden? What the fuck?
Why do I feel like that's my spirit animal? What the fuck? Why do I feel like my ancestors just told me not to go over so-and-so house, and then something happened and I'm glad I didn't go? When you interact with people whose frequency is really high, that means that they work on themselves. They do shadow work. They purify their heart. It's not just about having your third eye open, but are you being authentic? Are you being courageous enough to be authentic? Are you letting yourself be seen? Are you dimming your light? Are you playing small? And as you all know, the nodes have changed. When North Node and South Node change, that is a shift for everybody. And so this is where we are. So I'm going to play Solid Love because I want to activate more love on this planet. We need more fucking love on this planet. I am so sick of seeing so much hatred on my feed. I'm so sick of seeing so much division on my feed. It's ridiculous. And I just don't want to have anything to do with drama. So, you know, I'm someone who went no contact with my biological family as a public figure. I've been getting on here doing this. Y'all might be new to me, but I've been doing this for a real long time. Since 2015 with my partner, we were going live every single week. And I just started going no contact with people because I wanted to save myself. I knew how to love other people well, but I did not know how to love me. So this song is called Solid Love. And the goal is, if you have not found that love, for you to find that love in yourself, and then you start to attract it outside of you. Maybe I'm delusional that I think I have the capacity to activate this on the planet, but then I'll fucking be delusional then, because it's better than being stuck in self-doubt, right? And I know my power. I know
Getting all stuffed up, putting in the effort to fuck us. Our focus is to trust us. A world of chaos can't touch us. We ain't perfect, we ain't perfect. Love takes work, love takes work. But we gotta both heal the hurt. We came sculpted up, baby, two bruised souls. Playing by a handbook full of busted clothes. I built the walls, you had your guard up high. Two wounded soldiers just asking why. I'm from the real fast, all the fear of us. A chance to build a week from a broken heart. Yeah, the patriot script, hands playing roles. Try to pit our hearts, it's opposite poles. But this ain't about winning or who was right or wrong. It's about healing together, staying lifted, staying strong. I had to fix my own flame before I could light the way. Now we're shining together, turning midnight into day. No saviors here, just two old souls. We're learning love without the control. We dropped the egos at the door. Now we got everything we prayed for. We bigger than reality. Ain't no accident, baby. Get ourselves whole. Now we share the crazy. The world can't shake this. The world can't shake it. We solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. Build this foundation on every hill of life. Look, we attracted this law of divine. My queen, your king, finally aligned. Admitted all the missteps, left the flame behind. Forgiveness is the blue, baby. That's the design. For when we get the royalty, we rewrote the plan. Hand in hand, it's together's how we stand. Your peace touches my peace, and every fear just seems to cease. We're more than rose, we're a sacred space. A sanctuary time, can erase. Yet our reality, it was no accident, baby.
you gotta build your reality, baby.
Now we share the crazy, share it all. The world can't shake this, the world can't shake this. We solid as a rock, can't shake us. Built this foundation on every hill of life. We silent. Oh, it's so silent. I'm the rebel up. We feel silent. My sanctuary found.
So that's Solid Love. I'm from Memphis, if you didn't know. So you will definitely hear a lot of Memphis in my music. For those of you who probably make music, I'm pretty sure I'm attracting people who write poetry and make music and like this is your type of shit when you like to get in your type of shit. But yeah, you will hear a lot of that in my music, those influences. I started rapping when I was like 12 years old, doing talent shows and open mics and stuff like that. But again, it was just time to bring the music back because if y'all didn't know, if you didn't know, like the time of celebrities only having access to share their creativity in certain ways, like that time is gone. The glamour magic that Hollywood did is gone. So this is the time for the people who are considered small people or not known people to share their gifts. And I hope, if nothing else, that I'm inspiring people to do that. I'm going to play 2 more songs and I'm going to read the card. This song is called I Don't Keep a Man If He Ain't Ready. Okay. I don't keep a man who isn't ready. Yeah. Not the type of chick who wanna stress you. My presence, blood pressure. Your presence can't bless her. She already is, so you cannot dress her. Like the designer, hell of a dresser. You cannot impress her. Impress no lesser. Please do not test her. The moment you stress her. Your body in the hand that feeds the man. She's the mother, no lesser. This blessing will bless you. I don't keep a man who isn't ready. For a love that stands on something steady. I'm not asking for your perfection, just a heart that honors the connection. I am a mother, I don't play. I just arrive, I take my space. The ones who love me without conditions receive the blessing of my visions. I don't need a man to complete me, but a man who stands beside me. One knowing love that sets him free. One knowing royalty can be. Yeah. I walk through fire with my eyes wide open. Learn that my work ain't in the words you've spoken. It's in the stillness when the world is broken. It's in the womb when life is chosen. I am the mother of every nation. Not just a concept, not just a statement. I am the ground beneath your feet. The rhythm that makes your heart beat. I am the water, I am the wheat. I am the love that makes you complete. Yeah. They've been trying to bury me for centuries. Rewrite my story, make my power a memory. But you can't erase what's written in the stars. Of the queen don't beg, she just is who she is. They taught you to conquer, I taught you to feel. They taught you to take, I taught you to heal. Now the mother has returned and the ground is shifting. Any man who honors her gon' find his gifts increasing. Not a transaction, this ain't a game. Real love don't come with shackles or chains. It's devotion that's rooted in mutual respect. A man who protects without trying to direct. He mirrors the light, he honors the grace. He builds over throne and he takes his own space. Beside her, not above her, that's the way. The mother returns and she's here to stay. I don't ask for what I wouldn't give. I don't beg for a love that lets me live. I am the source, I am the stream, I am the mother of every dream. I am the mother. I just arrive. I take my space. Ones who love me without conditions. Receive the blessing of my visions. I don't need a man to complete me, but a man who stands beside me. Will know a love that sets him free. Will know what royalty can be. I don't need a man who isn't ready. Yeah, she already is. She already is. I don't think she already is. The mother returns. The mother returns. So that's I Don't Keep a Man Who Ain't Ready. It's just giving honor to men who stand beside women and don't try to dominate her and hold space for her and protect her. And I wanted to make sure that I included that in there because I believe that a lot of men are healing and they are going to be able to hold that safe space. But you also have to cultivate this within yourself, within the masculine that's inside of you. Now, this last song is like this right here. I've been rethinking my career. I'm like, do I just need to be a DJ and just play high vibrational music? Like, I really been rethinking my career. It's crazy. But this song right here is called Feeling Like Nefertiti. And this is based on a dream that I had. I've been dreaming, I'm a dream walker. I'm a shaman. So I travel through the underworld. I travel through the collective. I travel through the subconscious. And I've been going back to past lives a lot in the last 5 or 6 years. I've been going back to past lives and getting information and reading old scripts and texts and writing it down. And I didn't know how to put the information out for the souls who was ready for it. And my higher divine self was like, put it in music. And I was like, yo, that's dope. That's dope as fuck. I don't know nobody else who's doing that. So we're gonna keep riding this Aquarian wave with Nefertiti. And after this, I'm gonna get into the cards. I hope y'all enjoying the music. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, hey, I brought the rules and I brought the purse. I lit the fuse, no need to rehearse. My soul know the way. If it's reverse, then I'm gon' move. I float like this bird. Feeling like Nefertiti, feeling like broke graffiti, feeling like breezy Fiji. Haters can't even see me. My third eye is wide and beaming. My code is wide and dreamy. My feminine energy steamy. I am the extension of source. No matter how you see me, I'm glad to be me. Still by the darkest ride, I didn't let it get inside. I held on to my own light. I do not believe in wrong or right. Is it a beneficial sacrifice? This is what matters. Love your life. Even when the times ain't that bright, I do not leak or flow, keeping my energy clear, I glow. I'm gonna move with ease, I'm gonna conjure peace. I got keys between my knees. Hey, hey, hey. I got the lock. I got the clock, my body amazing, I love it a lot. This how I roll, cause this is my rock. It's gonna hold me down. I done been down on the ground. I left myself in the lost and found. Now I took that mask off. I could be real, ay, I could be free, ay, I could be raw, I could be me. I lit a flame tiki. I can be super freaky. I never been too easy. In love with me, not needy. Soft life, I'm a blessing, easy. I'm up for never sneaky. Speaking to me, you better speak easy. Trust and believe me, this finger gets squeezy. I do not leak, I flow. Keeping my energy clear, I glow. I'm gonna move with ease. I'm gonna conjure peace. I got keys between my knees. Ay, ay, ay. I got the lock. I got the clock. My body amazing. I love it a lot. I lit a flame tiki. All right, y'all. So we'll get into the cards. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I literally just like played way more songs than I thought that I was gonna play. So I hope that y'all enjoyed that. Now we're gonna get into these cards because woo geez, it's been crazy. So first of all, let me just say this. When I start channeling, I may start to talk faster. I most of the time download these and re-upload them to my YouTube so you can go back and watch it. I can guarantee you if you take notes, you're gonna learn something. Okay. Also when I start channeling, sometimes the information that's coming through me is coming through me specifically for a soul who is here, maybe somebody who has never ever had a reading before. And your ancestors show up and they kind of just want to take over and got a message to give. I will also give those messages, but I'm going to do that. Please make sure that you like the live. When you do that, it helps me. We don't do this for fun, you know. I can't always do this for free. I give a lot and I really like to give. It's my love language, but we have to have equal reciprocity. Otherwise, the energy of my eye throws us out of balance, and we're not going to be able to cultivate the type of reality on earth that we want to experience. What we're seeing in the world now is because we don't know how to reciprocate. And so, a lot of us give a lot of money to corporations. A lot of us have given a lot of our energy to corporations working 9 to 5. You just get the fucking weekend of the deal and you only got 2 days to try to heal before you go back and the shit get real and you're doing it all over again. And so when you don't be reciprocal in your energy, somebody is speaking to you, speaking your language, if they're giving their time and their energy, then you honor them. And so all you got to do is tap, tap, tap. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do. And it keeps me from getting kicked off of here as well. So I'm going to get into the cards. I say to everybody here, I do not operate in any spiritual system. I am not initiated through another priest or priestess. I am self-initiated. My initiations happen in my dreams. I've been documenting this for a long time. If you're new to me, it's all over my old YouTube channels, thousands of videos. So, you know, my reputation precedes me. And yeah, we're going to get into the cards now. So the very first card that came up was Anara. Anara. This is Anara, y'all. This is Anara. Anara represents trickery. Anara represents trickery. So it's a whole lot of trickery that's going on that is being uncovered with this full moon that we're about to have. If I'm not mistaken, it is an Aquarian full moon. It's going to be some probably uncomfortable things that we are going to learn, that we're going to discover, not just about other people, not just about the world, not just about the corporations, but ourselves. What have you been tricking yourself about? What have you been falling under the spell of believing about yourself and it's not true? You see, we all have different versions of us, and we all have been indoctrinated by this 3D matrix prison planet system. And this is what it means to go through a spiritual awakening, because you start wanting to know the truth about things. You start wanting to know the truth about who you are and who your authentic self is. So the trickery, yes, that is something that is going to be uncomfortable for a little while, but growth always is uncomfortable. If it feels good to you all the time, it's not growth, it's complacency. All right. So this is why Anara, she came out first. Now, let me say this. I had a moment yesterday where I was kind of just scrolling through my feed, saying what was coming up. And I was saying a lot of shit that made me uncomfortable. Things like how much water is being used and who is using that water. How the data centers are using our drinking water. Not like the sewage, like our clean drinking water, that one thing alone, right? Why are they doing this? What is really going on? It's got to be, if quantum computers can quantum compute, then I'm pretty sure they can think of infinite ways to cool the data centers without having to use the water. It's fucking trickery. That's a great example. So if you are a high vibrational person, if you give any fucks about this planet that is allowing us to have this life experience, you start calling in for our water to be protected. You start with every drink of water that you take and that you use, that you give honor and give thanks. So y'all know how precious it is. We can live longer without food than we can without water. All right. So keep that in mind. What's going on with the politics? It's a lot of politrickery going on. It's a lot of strange fruit situations that have been unfolded and happening, and autopsies are not making any sense whatsoever. This shit can be very destabilizing to your emotions if you are empathic and sensitive to energy, and I am. You know, so I had a moment yesterday where I had to remind myself, wait, hold up. You already been telling people that this is what was going to happen since 2006. My very first video of me sharing a spiritual experience was when I died and went to hell. Okay? And I told y'all what was in hell. And what's happening now is what I was seeing in hell. Now, I don't believe that hell is a place that you go to. I believe that hell is a state of mind. It is a frequency. It is a vibration that creates reality. And we are in hell, if you didn't know. But we also have access to heaven. So nothing is never one thing. We are multidimensional beings living in a multidimensional world. So why all of a sudden are so many people losing their lives? Why? Why is it happening? And what can you do about it? That's what you got to start asking yourself. You got to stop sitting back and just letting life just do shit and not ask yourself, well, why am I seeing this? Because if it's in front of me, it's in front of me for a reason. For some of us, we're seeing it so that it will catalyze us to do what the fuck it is that we've been afraid to do, to say what the fuck it is we've been afraid to say, to be who the fuck we've been afraid to be, or who other people may or may not like. Let me tell you, you cannot wait till people go be comfortable with the way that you show up in life to be who you want to be. You will never, ever be who you want to be. You will never unlock the timeline of your dharma. You will continue to stay stuck in the timeline of your karma because you are allowing other people's perception in you to hold you in a prison. It ain't easy, but it's worth it. And so some of us are being catalyzed. Some of us are being catalyzed. Some of us have come here to do great things. Great things do not always mean that they're going to be seen by everybody. It don't always mean that people are going to acknowledge you and even appreciate you. Stop even looking for it. Don't look for it. Acknowledge and appreciate yourself so you never need it from outside of you. That way, when people don't give it to you, that shit don't even matter to you. Because you don't do what you do for other people. You do it for you so you can stay true to what you're here to do. Here we go with this shit. See, I already told y'all how I get. All right. So this is what it is. And as the trickery unfolds, people are going to start getting caught up in their own lies, in their own illusions and delusions. I saw something that happened with the popos, and they were having a press conference, and the man came up, and when I tell you, the next thing I know, he went from being in the audience to like this, and he was like, look, he took the mic from the popo to talk to the people and let the people talk. This is what I'm talking about. He was catalyzed by something that he saw. So I'm not saying that you have to do that. I'm saying you are here to figure out what your purpose is in being here, because you're not here to just observe. Okay? Now, let me take you a little bit deeper than that. The state of mind and the way that your emotions, do you regulate your emotions, or do you let everything else regulate your emotions? Do little shit make you mad? Do you get triggered and annoyed and irritated by things easily? If so, it means that you are living in survival mode, and it's okay. A lot of us are just not realizing what that is and how it applies to us. And when you live in survival mode, you attract situations that are confusing. It's going to keep you confused because the world doesn't want you to know who you are and what you're capable of. So these entities will trick you into thinking that you do not matter. And they are manipulating numbers to keep control of the matrix. So I'm going to give you a great example. I hope my numbers stay small. I hope people never fucking find me if they're not meant to. Because the people who do find me, the people who buy my courses and buy my ebooks, the people who join my Coven, the people who join my Patreon, all of those people will tell you, like, no, she the real deal. She the real deal. And she pure-hearted. She gifted. And she share that gift. Okay? I don't do the trickery. I'm not with that shit. It's not even worth it because it creates a backlash. I don't even want to play them type of games. You know. So who are you? What do you stand for? What are you going to be focusing on? Because when you observe something, your state of mind can actually change the outcome of what you're observing. That's why when they did the double slit experiment, they were looking at particles, and particles were becoming waves when they were observed. And they started having strange behavior just because they were being observed. Okay, so your observation, the meaning that you assign to things, it does matter. It does matter. I'm going to tell you a little secret. When I see trickery, when I see terrible things, when I see injustice happening, I use my words like wands very powerfully, and I speak. Now, if you want to know what to say, that's in my invocations and my revocations. Okay? Revocation is when you take a contract energetically that's in your auric field that has been manipulating you, and you revoke the contract. Invocation is like calling for protection from certain ancestors, or calling for protection from certain forces of nature or deities, whatever it is that you identify with as a higher power, calling that in to be of assistance. That's how I use my words. The next card that came up, Kalima. Kalima represents destruction. We are seeing the destruction of a lot of different systems. That includes financial, that includes food, that includes water, that includes family systems, that includes monotheistic religion, that includes cults, that includes politics, that includes everything. Anything that is no longer in alignment with love is being destroyed, point blank, period. Now, for a period of time, there were certain sorcerers who were able to manipulate reality to prevent destruction. They're not being allowed to do that anymore. They're not being allowed to do that. It's not working anymore. They're doing all of the high magic that they know to do. It's not working. What we call interdimensional beings, extraterrestrial beings, we're them too. We're having this human experience. But those are aspects of us as well. We're not terrestrial. We're celestial bodies that fell into these human bodies to have this 3D experience for the purpose of growth, evolution, learning, to discover our gifts, to rediscover our gifts and our knowledge, our wisdom, our skills from previous lifetimes. So when souls come here, we circle around from the sun, we come through the galactic center, we circle around the sun, we circle around all of the planets, but when we go past the moon, the mind gets white. We no longer remember who we were in past lives. We don't remember that we were emperors and empresses, kings and queens, medicine men and women, doulas. Okay, we don't remember. We're born, we can't speak, and we oftentimes inherit families that have secrets, dysfunction, things that destroy our authentic frequency. People tell you, you ought to be shaming yourself. You shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't say that. That look ugly. Don't wear that. Don't sit like that. Don't eat that. That's weird. And then you go to school, you get bullied, not just by the kids, but by the teachers. Okay, this is a real thing. And the purpose of this happening is to destroy our shin. Now, most of my past life readings are based on a Taoist technique that I'm using now. Shin is similar to your Ori or your higher self. It's the core of who you are. It's the highest form of you. It's the form of you that's not sitting in this anchored time and space. It's the version of you that existed without time. Okay? When that spiritual root gets severed, when it gets destroyed, it's really not destroyed because you can't destroy energy. Energy takes on new form. Ashe. Thank you. Thank you, y'all, for giving me the hearts. I don't really know how to work TikTok to even tell y'all, so just do whatever y'all know to do if it's resonating, okay? You got to let the universe know what type of information resonates with you. This is all frequency, energy, and vibration. Everything that we do, everything that we think, everything that we say. All right. So Kali energy first came into my life in a period of my life where I was going through a dark night of the soul. She oftentimes will show up when you're going through a dark night of the soul. I didn't know who I was. I knew that I was bigger than the roles that I had taken on. I knew that I was a scapegoat and I was a black sheep. I knew that I never really fit in, but I didn't know who I was, and I wasn't proud of who I was. It was certain things that I knew no longer resonated with me and who I was. And so Kali came into my life through a dream. And I was walking through a subway, and it was a man behind me in the subway who was a mass murderer. And he was hiding and waiting on me to get by myself to attack me. And out of the side of my eye, I saw Kali. And she told me to not allow the frequency of fear to cause me to lower my vibration, because I would not be a vibrational match for violence. And she said, if you're not a match for violence, then he gonna have to go somewhere else. The shit felt so real, like it was really happening. She said, from now on, when you walk through this world knowing that you are highly protected. Kali Ma looks ferocious and vicious because she is a protective energy that devours what we would call negative entities. Whether you call that archons, whether you call that demons, whether you call that jinns, they go by many names and many pantheons. But that's why she looks that way. The reason that you see her with severed heads hanging around her neck represents severing the ego, severing the mind that was created by the traumas that we experienced. She is a mother to those who are pure of heart. Prior to any of this, these darker images would have caused me to feel like something was evil about it. But that actually don't make sense. Because when something is inherently wicked, it's going to show itself to you as light, to get you to let your guard down so that it can trick you into being a vibrational match with whatever it is wanting to do to you. Even in the Biblios Helios, it says that Satan comes as an angel of light. So wickedness is not going to approach you as wickedness most of the time. It's going to approach you as light. It's going to approach you as love, like it's your friend, like it cares about you. And a lot of the systems that are being destroyed, we thought that they were taking care of us and care for us. And I got to tell you, because I have been through so much medically, and I've had 15 surgeries and I still have a few more to get. Can you imagine knowing all of this, but still having to trust your body while you're under anesthesia in the hands of people who are operating within this system that you know is being destroyed? I have plenty of reasons in those moments to be afraid. I'm not sure if I'm going to wake up. I'm not sure of how the surgery is going to go. It takes courage to put yourself in somebody's hands in that situation when you know what we know. So when I say to you that old souls have experiences that are typically unique, probably more challenging than the average person, it's meant to be a catalyst for you. So when you hear me say destruction, I give honor to Kali pretty much every day, because she destroys what is destroying us, what is no longer serving us. So I hope that I'm making this make sense, because I see all this love and light shit and I'm like, that's great, it's beautiful, I get it. As a Venusian goddess, like, yes, I want us to exist in love, but we have to acknowledge the wickedness within our lower self, within others, and the world. The shadow that we refuse to acknowledge becomes the events that happen outside of us that break our hearts. So the key to shifting the paradigm on the planet is to heal ourselves. All right. The next card that came up was Hecate. Hecate represents protection. So as the trickery is going to be shown to us, probably already is for a lot of us, we're going to know that some things are no longer meant to keep going. But you have the key to being a true master over yourself, to be able to manifest certain things in your life, is to know that you are being protected. When Hecate came into my life, it was through me dreaming about spiders. Have anybody else here ever dreamed about spiders? I dreamed about spiders. And I was like, okay, this has to mean something. The next day, it was a huge spider on my bedroom window. And that spider stayed on my bedroom window the entire summer. When deities, which are energies, frequencies, archetypes, okay, they also can represent systems. Okay, look at them like frequency, vibration, and energy. They will have external things that they use to connect with you. This is how deities call you to work with them. Now, I know on the old earth, the only way to connect with deities would be through paying a lot of money to somebody else to walk you through initiations. But as I have told you, life is the priest and the priestess now for us, because we don't have our tribal leaders the way that we used to. Now, there are some of us who are creating communities online, doing things like this live that I'm doing with you, who are putting ourselves on the front line to assist people. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to do the day-to-day work to keep yourself in the frequency that you want to exist in. I couldn't ignore the dream. I couldn't ignore the spider that stayed on my window for an entire summer. I took pictures and was uploading it to my Instagram because I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. The spider had a shape on his back. I started drawing it and researching it. Like some real, what was the name of that movie? First Contact of the Fifth Kind or some shit like that. Came out like in the 80s or something. It was like strange like that. Like I couldn't get it out of my head. So when I figured out who she was and I started working with her, she was letting me know, like, just because you got molested don't mean that you are not a highly protected soul. Because I was walking through life ever since the different abuses that happened as a child. I felt like there was never nobody there to really protect me when I needed to be protected. So it gave me a mindset of being a victim. I'm somebody who, I can't control what happens to me, because look at the things that happened to me as a kid, and this is proof that I have no power. It is so easy to move through life like that, because it becomes a subconscious state of mind. We all have a default mode network. This is the operating system of the mind. We all have this. So in any moment that you drop beneath being self-aware, you go into the default mode network. My default mode network was that of me not being protected. So I will attract people who will betray me. I would attract people who were vampiric. I would attract people who would always ask me for something, but very rarely were there for me when I needed them or gave in return. And I didn't know why. And I was like, why? I feel like I'm a great person. Like, I don't be just out here taking advantage of people, mistreating people. Like, I be honest as much as I possibly can. Not always, because I was a fucking people pleaser. So I a lot of times created safety by telling people what they wanted to hear. So no, I wasn't always honest. But I wasn't out here just hurting and harming people. And I couldn't figure out why terrible shit kept happening to me. And it was because I hadn't even acknowledged that I was moving through life feeling like a victim because of things that happened to me before I was even old enough to be able to deal with emotionally what had occurred. Okay. So she represents protection. So your soul is being protected. I don't know what it is that's coming. I can feel it in the air. Something is coming. The reason that we started seeing all of these plasma ships, do y'all remember that? And then we will see drones trying to attack the plasma ships. Do y'all remember that? Y'all didn't forget that, did you? It's not the same Earth. Do y'all remember that? Do anybody remember that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You didn't hear about it. Okay. I got a few videos here on my TikTok. You remember? Okay. Okay. So just think about this for a moment. all of a sudden, and plane crashes, exactly. All of a sudden, all of these videos are popping up of these orbs flying around in the sky and drones and shit. And it got to the point, Ashe, it got to the point, thank y'all for engaging because they know that it's not bots on here and it's real. I'm not manipulating my life. It got to the point where even Trump had to address it. And he was like, I don't know why, the army, I don't know why they don't want to tell you what that is, but we know what that is. You remember he said that shit, and I was like, yo, that's wild. And then everybody started talking about a disclosure. We don't need no disclosure. We done seen this shit. And then as soon as people started recording it and uploading it, AI came out. Why did they do that? They've been had AI for at least the last 50 to 60 years. Why release it to the public? Because they didn't want us to be able to know what was real and what wasn't. Now, if you want to go into a rabbit hole about this, go to my Patreon. Because I got a lot of strikes for telling y'all what the fuck was really going on. I will say this. CERN has been up and operating, not just the CERN that's across the pond, so to speak. There are CERNs in Tennessee. There's a CERN in Chicago. There are CERNs all over the United States, all over the world. They have been operating, and what happened was they started the calibration that keeps us in this specific anchored frequency where we experience life was being tampered with so much that it tore holes in the fabric of time and space. So dimensional beings who do not supposed to really be here now have wormholes that they can come through to get here. That's what happened. I use it too. No guilt, no shame. It is what it is. I mean, even if you just get on here and look at your feed, you still using AI because it's like I said, go to my Patreon so I can tell y'all what the fuck happening. Because this is connected to Kingsman Part 1, 2, and 3. Go watch that movie and go to my Patreon. If you in a tight spot right now and you just can't afford nothing, I got a free tier that has at least 250 posts on it. But I do decodings on this and I go deep. But when I started seeing that happen, I already knew it was coming because I dreamed about it and I uploaded it. It's all on my old YouTube channel. See, you can't, either you are Oracle or you are not. I had no idea when I was uploading these dreams that they were going to actually come true the way that they did. And I have not been wrong about anything. And I said, when we start seeing more ships, especially like these plasma orbs, it's because motherships are sending them. Now, I'm one of them kind of people. I used to not tell anybody this because I was ashamed that I was going to be judged and people was going to see me as being weird. But I'm one of those kind of people where if I go somewhere and stand outside at nighttime, I can call ships easily and I can communicate with them and they tell me things. I've done this with crowds of people before. It's not something I do often because it's sacred and it's not something you're supposed to like use as a flex. But the motherships are here to keep us from destroying the planet completely. Because a lot of the fighting that we see between countries, it's really not about the countries. It's about a couple of things. It's about the DNA, number one, because everything that has ever happened in any galaxy is scripted inside of our DNA. No one has even been able to unlock all of the DNA to this point, and this is why. The Library of Alexandria that was burned down, when that was burned down, that information went up into the ethers. It went into the celestial bodies. And then it got embedded and it encrypted in our DNA. And now we're coming back here with certain information. So some people are certain books from ancient libraries that were destroyed. So the interdimensional beings who have been creating these timeline wars and using this technology to do this, there are some who don't give a fuck about what happens to us. They just want to make sure that they're able to benefit from it. But there are some who do care. We all have star tribes. We just like you have family by blood, you have family by cosmic energy as well. I taught about this years ago. It's you can start off with your galactic signature if you want to learn about that. Just look up galactic signature and you can start figuring out what that is. I can't go back and teach all of these classes, y'all. Y'all just have to go and watch the videos if y'all new to me. But when you learn your galactic heritage, it gives you another layer of protection that's not just based on having weapons. And this is a spiritual warfare. So like, okay, it's okay to have some weapons. We got those. But in a spiritual war, you need spiritual weapons, So yes, that is the energy of protection. And I know. For those of us who have sons and grandsons, husbands, just seeing men lives be taken and women, people going missing like left and right. Don't let that trick you into feeling like you are not protected. Because if you start to feel like you are not protected and you stay in that frequency for too long, the negative side of destruction will eventually find you. So this is the time where it's actually more supportive to be delusional than it is to doubt yourself. That's a form of protection too. Sometimes you have to act as if until it actually is embodied within you. The last card that I pulled, now I have a strong relationship with every card that I pull. I have not worked with every goddess, every deity of every pantheon, but every one that I pulled today I have worked with, and that was Sekhmet. Now, for those of you who don't know, okay, my birth name is Kamsin. Kamsin is an ancient Egyptian desert windstorm, which means my soul chose a name before I was even incarnated into a physical body to help me remember where I come from. Okay? So I have deep roots with ancient Kemet. Sekhmet was the first deity, Neteru, but we can just say deity and keep it simple, that came to me right before Black Panther came out. I think this was like late 2015, maybe early 2016. I dreamed about a Black Panther. It's on YouTube somewhere. And we had a conversation, a telepathic conversation, and she was telling me some things about why I chose my name, and a lot of people asked me, your name must mean something. And I didn't really connect the dots. And she was explaining to me who I was and what I did, that I was a very powerful healer in ancient Kemet. But I was also a strategist. And so if we were being attacked by somebody, I would give specific instructions to people of things to do to protect them. And so we had a whole conversation, and she told me that she had been walking with me for a long time, and I was like, well, damn, where was you at when I was getting abused? And she was just like, there are some things that I can't impose my will upon. She was like, but it did not destroy you. It was part of the catalyst for you becoming who you are today. And she taught me a lot about how to be empowered. And so one of the first things that I learned was the invocation of Sekhmet, and I started using it for protection for me and my children. And there were things that transpired after that where I definitely became a firm believer in past lives, because I was like, it is no way that our souls just come here one time. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I'm not just speaking for myself, but I'm sure that y'all feel like old souls. I'm glad that you're learning something and you just got here. Welcome. Y'all are old souls. We don't come here one time. So when Black Panther came out, because I still didn't know her name, you know, when Black Panther came out, I started doing research and I found Bast or Bastet, and then I found Sekhmet. No, Sekhmet's name has all the same letters that my name has, except for one, which is the T. And you could say the E. So the anagrams of names, these things are codes, clues that we give to ourselves to help us remember who we are. So when I went and watched Black Panther and I figured out who Sekhmet was and why she was coming to me and what role she played, from that point on, it was just I could no longer operate within monotheistic religion. I just couldn't. The blood sacrifices, the drinking the blood and the eating the flesh of the body, all those things, it made me sick in my stomach. I couldn't. So I became the embodiment of this high frequency consciousness of love. And when I started living that way and taking accountability for the way that I live, I did feel more empowered. So by taking accountability for the way that you live, for the way that your life look, I know y'all got stuff in y'all life and you like, this not what I want. But just take accountability for it and know that it was something within me that chose to have this experience for a reason. Because if you look at your life and you only see the part of your life that's empty, emptiness is all that you will ever connect with. Okay? You have to connect with something else other than the part of your life that you no longer desire to be that way. So true empowerment happens when it's not about arrogance, but when you know that you are protected, when you know that destruction only comes to end something that is no longer of service to you so that you can have new beginnings. And when you refuse to allow yourself to live in illusions, to live in fear, you become the empowered version of yourself. There are a million podcasts, a million books, and a million other people teaching and doing tarot and oracle cards and astrology and numerology. And I mean, the list goes on and on. It's so much out there, and it can be really confusing as to like, but what aligns with me? What's going to be for my highest benefit? And so if that, you know, if that resonates with you, do the work. Are you doing the work? Be honest with yourself. Are you? Because a lot of us are just trying to survive and keep our head above water, and that's intentional. A lot of really important spiritual souls that are here may be dealing with some form of scarcity, whether it's your mental health, your physical health, your financial health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, or your connections with people. We're all dealing with some type of lack or scarcity on some level, but don't let it cause you to drop in fear. I'm telling you, it's plenty of shit that you went through that you did not think you was going to survive, and you did. Remind yourself of that. Let go of people who come into your life and they don't celebrate you. Just, you don't have to give negative energy to it. Just don't be overly attached to that anymore. You know, it's okay to allow things to be destroyed. That's necessary. That's usually our favorite part of movies. You know, when the villain finally get destroyed and the village can finally start healing and moving back into the community and the unity and the peace. Somebody here has not been speaking the truth. Okay, so if you're lacking whatever it is that you see that you lack, start telling yourself, but I'm abundant. I got breath in my body. That one thing alone makes me wealthy. Everybody talking about the billionaire boys and what they doing and people who got a lot of money, that shit is an illusion. Because if you're not connected to your own soul, it's not, you can't take it with you. Absolutely. And you will literally leak out your life force energy worrying about things. Worry lives inside of the spleen. So if you ever have pain in the left side of your stomach, your spleen is telling you, don't worry about this anymore because it's hurting me. Anger lives inside of the liver. With the astrology coming up that we're in now, we have the Barbalt's basket happening. It's a lot of really unique things that have never happened in astrology on the planet since time has been kept. That's happening right now. That's how important it is that the souls who are here are here. So if you ain't got nothing but breath in your body, that's abundance. Connect with the breath. Breathe with your belly the way that we did as babies. Before we was programmed to live in survival mode and breathe from the chest and the throat, and it keeps our sympathetic nervous system activated, and it keeps us from being able to truly rest. This is why even when you're resting, you're not resting. Your mind is everywhere. You're thinking about all types of shit. We get notifications all day long. I mean, bill collectors, they done just got rude as fuck. Like, they will call you on Saturday, Sunday, 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night. You got bots calling your phone, spam calling. You're like, how'd you even get my number? People are selling data. The world is just, yes, it is. It's a mess. It's a mess. But if you are here and you're watching me and you're listening right now, like, what is your role? You determine that. You don't let what's happening in the world determine that for you. They want us to live in fear. The strange fruit from the trees, the people missing, the wars is meant to keep us in a state of survival, to keep us in fear, because as long as we're in that frequency, we can't even connect with the spirit realm. I think that is it. Tonight at 8 p.m. Central, I'm going to be doing a past life regression with one of my sisters in my coven, and we're going to allow you all to watch that. This is very sacred. It's not something that I usually share, but they have agreed to share this. When you interact with energy of spirituality that is rooted in love, it has a benefit for you too. Okay? It has a benefit for you too. You will feel more protected just because of what you're using your energy for, because the most expensive thing in the world is our attention. Whatever you give your attention to the most determines what shows up in your reality. Is the intention and the attention. That's the AI. Attention and intention. So set an intention to give attention to the things that align with your ascension. Oh shit. I'm about to write another song. Do that. Okay? Be on that type of AI timeline. Well, you know how to use your attention and your intention. All right? I enjoyed this. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. For those of you who gave me hearts, I see you. I shade to you. Thank you. I just wanted to give a shout out to y'all. It means so much to me. It takes a lot for me to get myself in this state to share this. I don't like just jumping on live and I haven't cleaned up myself and got myself to the highest frequency. But we're going to be doing it at 8 o'clock tonight. I'm going to take a break and do my own meditation and recover. And I will see y'all on the other side. This will be I'm probably going to do this on YouTube tonight. Okay? I'm probably going to do this on YouTube tonight. So just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you're following me here. And that way you won't miss it. If you're meant to be there, you'll be there. All right, y'all. Peace.